Yo, what up everyone? Amiri here, owner of Rappin' and Snackin', coming at you with another Collector's Corner today. Obviously, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like hip-hop stuff, if you like anything regarding vinyl, cassettes, CDs, promo items, whatever. Hit me up on Instagram at Rappin' and Snackin'. This format is a little different than my other Collector Corner videos. Main reason is because most of the things I got in this video are cassette tape. And usually my Collector Corner videos, a few feet away from the camera, and you can't see everything as up close. And I wanted y'all to be able to see everything up close in case you had any questions and all that good stuff. But nonetheless, this is another Collector's Corner video. This particular episode, everything I got is from one seller. It's actually, by coincidence, I was in San Diego, and I was near a coffee shop. I saw this place 5 Space was open on a Sunday, and I just walked in, and apparently there was like this whole store sale. So I guess I lucked up. They're usually not open on Sundays, and I picked up all this stuff, all these tapes. I got some records and a CD and a VHS as well, which are not in this frame, but I'll show you after I go over these. But anyways, yeah, picked everything up in this video that you're about to see for $250. So as you all know, I like to say what I bought things for, etc. Everything here was at some price, and I bundled it all. We negotiated, and everything is a fraction of what they were originally cost. So as far as individual prices, I don't have everything, but just take that into this video. So first off, let's go ahead and get started with these tapes. First off, we'll get started with Second to None. Picked up the Second to None cassette single, Let the Rhythm Take You. For those who don't know Second to None, make sure to check them out. You may have heard some of their stuff as they are produced by DJ Quick, often so, and in this case, DJ Quick right there. So boom, 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 Second to None right there. White tape. Moving on, we got Bone Thugs and Harmonies for The Love of Money. Always love the artwork for this single. I wish I can get my hands on a promo dollar or food coupon, etc. I need to get that. But anyways, for Love Money right here, boom, got the green text, classic song. Love that one so much. Next up, we got Coolio's It's All the Way Live Now. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something News also on this as well. Coolio. Next up, we got Craig Mack's Get Down Remix. Rest in peace, Craig Mack. There you have it. Another cassette single right there. Boom, boom. Next up, we got this one right here. Surprisingly, I've never seen this one in person before. This is KRS-One's Return of the Boom Bap. Mortal Thoughts, I Must Rock the Mic on the B side right there. But interestingly enough, yeah, like I said, I'd never seen this. This is in plastic. It's coming off. I mean, I'm probably just going to take this out. But this is when KRS-One is solo, no longer part of Boogie Down Productions. But there you have it right there. Boom, boom. Moving on, we got LL Cool J's Doing It on cassette tape. This is one of his more popular singles. I'm not actually the biggest fan of this single. I do enjoy it, don't get me wrong. It's just not one of my favorites of his single discography because he's got a lot of just excellent singles. This one still being good from the Mr. Smith album, but just not in top echelon LL Cool J singles in my opinion. Next up, we got Lil Half Dead, Southern Girl. A lot of people probably remember Lil Half Dead because he shouted out on a few Snoop tracks. But make sure to check him out as well. He's got a solo catalog, so definitely go ahead and peep it out. Southern Girl and Steel on a Mission 96. Boom. Next up, man, I was so happy to find this one. MC Ren being one of the members of NWA, obviously, but The Final Frontier is just an awesome freaking track from the Kiss My Black Ass EP. And I've never seen this in person, so I was stoked to find this. Very clean condition. Just Final Frontier, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome song. Really, really dope stuff. And yeah, man, I was shocked to find this. When I saw this, I just immediately picked it up right there. Man, great, great song. Next up, we got a sampler right here. We got The Roots, Things Fall, a preview. So for those who have the Things Fall Apart album, you'll notice that the cover is different than this one. Fun little fact, the Roots did release 5, to my knowledge, it's 5 different covers for Things Fall Apart. I do have all 5. And this girl crying right here is actually one of the alternate covers. So on this sampler, they do feature the girl crying right here. Boom, boom. This is Still Sealed right there. Pick that one up too. Next up, man, Too Short being one of my favorite rappers of all time. A lot of people talk about Too Short as if he's just this pussy-holic. He's just like all he does is rap about sex, all that stuff, which, to be honest, he does rap a lot about females, a lot about sex, a lot about things of that nature. However, he does have a lot of socially conscious tracks, a lot of excellent views on, you know, the situations he grew up in, his peers, etc. And Money in the Ghetto is one of those examples. Go ahead and listen to this uplifting track. There is money in the ghetto, etc., etc. Too Short is really one of the greatest rappers of all time. Honestly, I don't like to think that's debatable. He's just so excellent, particularly before the 2000s, man. He is just really a force to be reckoned with, man. He was dropping albums after albums that were just incredible, and he was selling a lot too. But Money in the Ghetto, super dope. And I'd also, surprisingly, had never seen this in cassette single before, and I picked that one up. Next up, we got Tupac right here, Papa Song. Man, this is a really great track right here. I'm actually surprised it's made it to just a single. Because it definitely does not have appeal to be a single in my opinion, but the song is so great and actually one of my favorites from Tupac's catalog. Also love the cover right there. Next up, we got Tweety Bird Loc, South Bronx Can't Touch Compton. As you all know, there were feuds between East Coast and West Coast. Most people only think of, you know, Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G., Bad Boy, and Death Row. However, there were always, or not always, but there were beefs before that, and one of which was South Bronx and Compton. Tim Dogg had released a song called Fuck Compton, and other rappers had taken shots at him, and other rappers also were dissing Compton and the West Coast, etc., etc., etc. Here's one little taste of that. Also, R.I.P. to Tweety Bird Loc right there. Next up, we got this awesome track by Warren G, I Want It All. Super catchy. Anyone should like the song. I mean, whether you like rap, don't like rap, awesome single. Let's continue with some singles. We got these all actually. So these were all like the cardboard sleeves, etc. These are all in actual cases. So here we have Coolio's Fantastic Voyage. This is from his It Takes a Thief album. Actually, one of my favorite albums of 1994. It's just a fun listen. It's a great listen. Coolio is slept on for some of his catalog. A lot of people view him as gimmicky, but this track and this album is actually quite great. It Takes a Thief, great album. Next up, we got E40's Things Will Never Change right here. I had also never seen this one in this format before, in this cassette tape format. But Things Will Never Change, obviously, or not obviously, maybe some of you don't know this, but it uses the same sample as Tupac's Changes. Apparently, they had both used the sample around the same time period without each other knowing it. And I'm not sure if Tupac ever got to hear E40's version because he may have passed around that time. But anyways, Things Will Never Change. You should listen to it. E40 has a different take on it than Tupac, like as far as an instrumental perspective. But they're just really dope songs. I do prefer Tupac's more, but this is also a dope track by E40. Boom, boom. Moving on, we got Lords of the Underground, Chief Rocka. Just an awesome freaking track, man. Definitely one that a lot of people hopefully know and listen to. It's just quite excellent. Next up, we got Mac 10's Backyard Boogie. Look at this. So usually the tape, it goes like this. You have the text on the spine right here, but there was a misprint because it's on this side. So that's interesting. But anyways, Backyard Boogie is a dope track for sure. I've actually heard him perform this one live too a couple years back. Next up, we got Mark Morrison's Return of the Mac. This is actually one of my favorite songs of all time. Man. Really catchy, really excellent. One of my favorites. Man, I mean, not more can be said about this one. I mean, just really one of my favorite tracks ever. Next up, we got Naughty by Nature's Jamboree. I actually haven't heard the song in a long time, so I kind of forget what I think about it. Yeah, because I didn't bump this Naughty by Nature album too much, so I'm kind of blanking on it. Anyways, I'm kind of just reviewing these tracks as I see them. These are really off the top of the head. I'm usually just talking about how much they cost and where I buy them from, but I told you what they cost for already, and I bought them all for the same place, so we're freestyling here. Next up, we got Snoop Dogg's Gin and Juice. This is before he dropped the Doggy from his name, and it was, you know, during that Doggy Style era. So he had Snoop Dogg when he was part of Death Row. Anyways, Gin and Juice, a masterpiece of a song. I'm sure everyone viewing this video probably knows it. This I've also actually never seen in person because I usually just see the standard cardboard sleeve version on cassette tape, which I've had for quite some years now. But anyways, this version I was very happy to see in person, and I picked it up. Lastly, from these cassette singles, maxi cassettes, we got Where Ya At. And a lot of people probably haven't heard this song, so I advise you to listen to it. 1 Million Strong is an album that came out regarding the 1 Million Man March, etc. And as you can see right there, and you can see the date. But anyways, look at the names on this track. With as many people as this, you'd expect it to be like an 8-9 minute song, but actually it's, off memory, it's like 4 to 5 minutes, something like that, but it's a dope one. Peep it out. This is a promo cassette tape for it. Moving on, let's go ahead and get into some more tapes. We got Chi Ali's The Fabulous Chi Ali right here. For those who don't know, he was part of the Native Tongues movement. Look here, Native Tongue in graffiti, Native Son right there. Boom. So make sure to check this out if you haven't. He's also got an interesting story for sure. That's for sure. Moving on, we got Cypress Hill, Temples of Boom, my favorite Cypress Hill album. Super, super, super awesome. Their third release as a group. Really, really dig this one. I was actually surprised I didn't have that on cassette tape. And I was also surprised I didn't have 4 on cassette tape. Their 4th album. This is an underrated one in their catalog. I feel like a lot of people just talk about their first 3 and they kind of dismiss the rest a little bit. This one is really, really, really dope, so make sure to check that out. Then we got this right here, the unreleased and revamped by Cypress Hill EP. Some dope like remixes and bonus things on here that are definitely worth checking out. Boom. Then we got the Granddaddy IU album, Smooth Assassin. This one actually I haven't heard yet. I just saw it for $1, so I picked it up, or whatever it was. I picked it up. I still need to actually find this on CD too. It's the first time I have it on any sort of pressing. So boom, Smooth Assassin. Excited to peep this one out because, you know, Cold Chillin' was really one of the great labels in this era. Moving on, we got this. This is something that probably a lot of people haven't seen, but I'm sure a lot of people noticed the Hieroglyphics logo, and that's because it's a Hieroglyphics tape live 1997. This particular tape I haven't seen in person. I do believe this was sold on their website when it dropped in the late 90s, so shout out to my guy Ian for confirming that for me. And this may have also sold in some stores, maybe local to the Bay Area, but this was primarily on their website, and maybe it sold it in concerts too or something like that, but primarily on the website. Also really like the graphic right there. Next up, we got Ice-T, Cold as Ever. This is just like a little compilation, if I recall, because it's not an official album or nothing like that, but Cold as Ever right here. Yeah, it's not even on any of his record labels, I don't think. What does it say? Hitman Music and Blue Dolphin Entertainment, yeah. I don't see Sire on there anywhere. Anything else. Next up, we got Intelligent Hoodlum. So for those who don't know, this is Tragedy Gaddafi. At first, his name was Intelligent Hoodlum right there. I'm sure a lot of y'all probably haven't heard this, so make sure to check it out if you have not. Next up, we got Poor Righteous Teachers. Here's another underrated group, one that doesn't get talked about enough. This is their album, Black Business. Saw this one, had to make sure to pick it up. Profile Records dropped a lot of heat, so make sure to check out the Poor Righteous Teachers. And moving on, we got Run DMC's Back from Hell. This one, I don't remember which version I had because they have a few different releases with different colored text up here. This one's being an orange text up top. I definitely have this on different pressings. I'm going to have to pull them out, but it was so cheap that I just picked it up anyways. But Run DMC, awesome group, Back from Hell. Then we got right here, Tim Dogg, Penicillin on Wax. Rest in peace to Tim Dogg. Now, remember where I was talking about Tweety Bird Loke, who you're also about to see again. But remember I talked about there was that song, Fuck Compton? Well, it's on this album right there. So, yeah, I mean, there was definitely a lot of tensions, but this album was definitely part of the early East and West Coast feuds. But here you go, Tim Dogg's Penicillin on Wax. Next up, coincidentally, right after Tweety Bird Loke, 187 Ride By. Look what track 1 is. Should be track 1. Yep, South Bronx Can't Touch Compton. So, you know, man, it's just wild. And both of those artists have passed, so rest in peace. Next up, we got Yomo Malki, Are You Experienced? And a lot of people may be like, what is this group? Who are these people? Well, it's unfortunate that a lot of people do not know Ruthless Records outside of NWA music, outside of Bone Thugs and Harmony music. However, Yomo Malki was on Ruthless Records. Boom. Ruthless Records right there. And Yomo Malki, go ahead, and I know most of you have heard For the Love of Money. I actually just showed the cassette tape a few minutes ago. But go ahead and check out their song on this album right here. Where is it? For the Love of Money. Go ahead and take a listen to it after this video and let me know what you think. And look at this. Produced by Yella for Yella Productions. Exec producer Eazy-E. So don't go ahead and think that Ruthless Records didn't release anything dope outside of NWA, outside of other artists that you're more accustomed to, because trust me, they did. Ruthless Records is freaking awesome, and they also birthed one of my favorite hip-hop groups ever with Above the Law and more. Next up, they gave me some stickers, the 5-Space sticker right there, a business card for 5-Space, like I said, in San Diego, California. Last parts of these pickups include a VHS tape for Belly. I picked this one up just so I don't have it, and it was really cheap. And to be honest, this may upset some people viewing this video, but I do not like this movie. I think it's overrated. I think the best part of it are the visuals. I think DMX does a solid job acting. Nas is not a great actor by any means, especially in this movie. And yeah, Belly was just such an underwhelming movie. I don't know how people like it. I'm just shocked. It's really not that good. But that's my opinion. I know I'm in the minority there for hip-hop heads. I'm just like, dude, what is this movie? Anyways, Belly right there. Boom. Picked it up. Next up, we got the Ghetto Boys Making Trouble. Those might be like, where's Scarface? Where's Willie D? Well, they're not in the group at this point in time. This is the Ghetto Boys' first release. This is their original lineup. And as you can see right here, words written by Sir Jukebox, Prince Johnny C., James A. Smith, Grand Wizard DJ Ready Red. But look here, Bushwick Bill's on the cover, but he didn't write lyrics. Well, a lot of the times Bushwick Bill had lyrics written for him. He had a lot of ghostwriters, particularly later on Willie D and Scarface, but Making Trouble picked this one up too. Boom, boom, boom. He threw in some of these cards for me too. He gave me a Vanilla Ice OMTV Raps card, and he also gave me an Eazy-E Rap Pack card right there. So big, 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 big shout out for that. And then I got 2 records. We got the Nice and Smooth. This is their last album, Blazing Hot. Their 4th album right there. Got that on vinyl. Boom, boom. Still has the hype sticker on it too. And then lastly, I have Ray Love's here, his album, or his EP, Who Can Be Trusted, right here. This is actually still sealed. So this is interesting because Who Can Be Trusted was also released with another name, Get My Shmoney On, as you can see the hype sticker right there. And there's 2 different covers. One that says Who Can Be Trusted, one that says Get My Shmoney On. So I do have the CDs of that too. I forget if I have the tapes. I for sure have the CDs. But anyways, Ray Love right there. Boom, boom. And there you have it. That's everything I got from this store, man. I mean, it was definitely such an awesome, pleasant surprise. Just walking around, seeing a record shop. They're not supposed to being open, and then them being open, and not only being open, but having just a big sale on all their stuff. I was pleasantly surprised by everything, and I mean, I was definitely very, very, very fortunate to be at the right place at the right time. I haven't been to a record store in a very long time. With the pandemic and everything going on, it's been tough. And it felt really good to just dig through some crates and chop it up and to bargain and all that stuff, because I could have spent a lot more if I didn't end up bargaining. There's some of these things that I hadn't seen in person, some of these things that for sure are fairly expensive. But yeah, I was just so stoked. It just felt so good, man. I'm not used to buying everything online like I have been in the past year or so, year and a half, and now to finally go and basically be in a swap meet somewhat sort of atmosphere where I'm bargaining and I don't have to pay tax and all that. It's just so great. No shipping. So I'm sure my fellow collectors and people viewing this video can relate on those sorts of terms if they're ever in swap meets or ever in record stores. They're able to bargain and chop it up and talk about songs and kind of that human interaction. So it's definitely special for me. Anyways, let me know what you think of the video, man. This was a different sort of style for Collector's Corner. I'm definitely going to be doing it like my previous formats, but since most of these were tapes, I wanted y'all to go ahead and see the artwork closer and everything up closer. But let me know your favorite stuff from here. Let me know if you have any more questions. Subscribe. Please spread the channel. It means a lot to me, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out. Bless.